Yo, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be reacting to Food Theory. Cheetos are cow food. Now look at me real quick. Look at me. Cheetos are not cow food. They're good food. I would eat Cheetos unless if I was a fat person, I would eat Cheetos every day. Which sadly, I'm not. I don't even have Cheetos, so if I had Cheetos every day, I'd become fat, so I'm not even that fat. I'm 120 pounds. It's up to date. Checked yesterday. But anyway, Food Theory Cheetos are cow food. Now you're wondering, why do you guys like Food Theory so much? Every time I get Food Theory, views. I can understand why, because I don't really want to say Food Theory, Game Theory, Film Theory, because that's too much effort, but yeah, I guess people just like those. I'm going to be doing way more reactions, but nobody likes SML reactions. That used to be like my big thing, but now I guess my big thing is Food Theory, so Food Theory, keep making videos.
Here's your feel-good story for the day, theorists. In
Let's get to Cheetos are cow food.
Richard Montañez began working as a janitor at Frito-Lay. One day, a machine in the plant malfunctioned and stopped adding cheese dust to the Cheetos. Fun fact, by the way, the company's official term for Cheetos dust is Cheetle, but I digress. Since the Cheeto-less batch of corn puffs couldn't be sold to consumers, Montañez took some of the unseasoned Cheetos home with him and flavored them with spices reminiscent of Mexican street corn. His spicy, hot Cheetos were a hit with family and friends, and so Montañez pitched the idea to the CEO of Frito-Lay's parent company, PepsiCo. Today, you probably know Montañez's creation as Flamin' Hot Cheetos, a product that has generated over $1 billion in revenue for the company since hitting shelves.
All the basic girls are
and as for
cheering.
Montañez, a janitor who is a 4th grade dropout,
He's now
a vice president at PepsiCo.
Literally, my school has so many like basic roles. You either get the basic girl. You get basic white girls who eat hot Cheetos, and then there's the basic Latino girls who just eat Cheetos. And then there's the basic
Hello,
black
Internet!
girls,
Welcome to Food Theory. If you're hungry to learn, go ahead. Snack on
There's just a bunch of basic girls.
What can I say, theorists? Cheetos are just one of those foods. If I eat one, there is no way that I'm stopped until I reach the bottom of the bag. I mean, cheese puffs are basically everything I love rolled into one lumpy, lightweight snack. They're fried, they have salt, they have cheese, plus electroencephalogram results show that getting Cheetle on your fingers provides, quote, a sense of giddy subversion that consumers enjoy over the messiness of the product. So really, how am I not supposed to be addicted to these things? The folks over at Frito-Lay have clearly done their research. The Cheeto is a perfect, meticulously engineered snack food, or so it seemed, until you find out that they were a complete accident. You see, theorists, I recently went down a bit of a Cheetos rabbit hole when I started researching the origin story of Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Apparently, a biopic on Richard Montañez's life is in the works with Fox Searchlight, so initially I thought it might be a good topic for the Film Theory channel, but as I dug deeper into the history of Cheetos, I came to realize that the story of a janitor inventing Flamin' Hot Cheetos, as fascinating as it might be, was actually the second most intriguing story about the history of Cheetos. Because what really blew my mind was the story of how corn puffs themselves were invented, or should I say, rebranded. Folks, we were never meant to eat cheese puffs. No human was. That's off to you, Cheetos. Game recognized game. You almost distracted me with your PR-friendly feel-good story about the janitor, but I've passed all that now. My eyes are open. Here's the real story here, theorists. The one that big snack food doesn't want you to know about. Cheese puffs are repurposed cow food. No clickbait here, friends. Cheese puffs are a straight-up byproduct of livestock feed manufacturing. Cheese puffs are a straight-up byproduct of livestock feed manufacturing.
Shut up. No way. All my life. Not as a basic girl. But I like Cheetos, like, occasionally. If I see them, like, not always, I'm like, oh my gosh, Cheetos. I always need Cheetos. Also, another thing about basic girls, they always try to, like, eat spicy stuff. And it's not even about race. It's just like, oh, I love spicy stuff.
And lest you think that leveling up
and I have an iPhone, so look out.
Human food would be enough for the audacious
Samsung
cheese
is safe.
puff. Think again. At this very
what? No way. I will not believe. Not. Why can't I speak? no matter how hard you try to shove the cow food down my throat, I will not believe
your favorite crunchy
Cheetos
cheese snack is quietly rebranding itself yet again. And this time, it's not aiming for the moon, it's aiming for the dang stars. Let's jump right in, friends, because today's food theory is utterly outrageous. The Cheese Puff's origin story begins in the early 1930s in Beloit, Wisconsin, where a man by the name of Claire Matthews came up with an idea for a feed grinder. This machine was capable of breaking
cheese. That's where they make the Cheetos. See, every cheese. Sorry,
corn and other popular livestock feeds into smaller flakes, which was handy because the smaller-sized flakes were easier for animals to ingest.
It's true.
Matthews got a handful of business partners together in 1933 and founded the Flakall Corporation, a Beloit-based company dedicated to producing flaked livestock feed with its patented feed grinder. But what they didn't yet realize is that they had also invented the world's first corn puff snack extruder. See, two things would happen whenever their feed grinder was run for an extended period of time. One, the machine would get hot. Two, it would clog. In order to prevent clogging, every so often the machine operators would pour moistened corn kernels through the feed grinder in order to flush it out a bit. Now, if the moistened corn happened to get fed through when the machine was really hot, the corn would come out on the other end in long, puffy ribbons, almost like lumpy, bumpy strings of popcorn. This clip from the BBC actually does a great job of succinctly explaining how a corn puff snack extruder actually works.
The raw maize goes inside, and a tightly fitting spiral compacts it. As the spiral turns, it forces the maize down towards the end, and the force gets harder and harder and creates heat, and so much heat that when the maize finally gets squeezed out of this tiny little hole here, it's so hot that it cooks it, and you get corn puffs.
Now, the Flakall Corporation didn't give much thought to these puffy ribbons at first. After all, they were just a byproduct of the cleaning process.
Don't you mean Cheetos, you
bitch? That anytime something new comes along, someone's gonna put it in their mouth. In this case, that somebody was Edward Wilson, a machine operator with the Flakall Corporation. The puffy corn ribbons piqued his curiosity, so he took them home after work one day, deep-fried them, then seasoned them with some good old Wisconsin cheddar cheese and salt. Wilson's so-called corn curls were such a hit that the Flakall Corporation made some tweaks to their feed grinder design and patented a brand new machine to pump out corn curls for human consumption. Flakall changed its name to the Adams Corporation in...
Okay. Why does it keep showing... Why does it keep showing the, not corn puffs, but Cheeto puffs? Wait, isn't the original Cheetos
from the livestock feed origins, and the Adams Corporation went full on into the corn curls business, which you gotta say is just absolutely crazy when you think about it. Here's a handful of guys from Beloit, Wisconsin set out with a dream to make it in the glamorous world of livestock feed, only to accidentally wind up creating pretty much the most addictingly delicious human feed of all time. Talk about a glow-up, huh? So despite its humble agricultural origins, the cheese puff has found its true purpose as a snack food, or has it? That's right, theorists. I'm here to tell you that the cheese puff may not have achieved its final form yet. In the 1930s, it rose...
So you're telling me there's gonna be like 80 more episodes in 3 hours of the Cheetos trying to go into this final form? And this fell again. If you don't understand that reference, then...
was above its station as industrial waste and managed to climb the culinary social ladder to the level of snack food. Not too shabby, but you see, the Cheese Puff and Richard Montanez have more in common than you might think. Montanez did not settle for middle management. He kept climbing until he was in the executive suite. And Cheetos refused to stop climbing too.
5 minutes
Theorists, if you haven't noticed already, the Cheeto is inventing itself yet again. And this time, it's shooting for acceptance as a legitimate culinary ingredient. You heard that right. Yesterday's cow food wants to be tomorrow's fine dining. And if you think that sounds ridiculous, consider just how far the Cheeto has already come.
Yes.
For decades, people have been working Cheetos into their home recipes. Flamin' hot
used to be eaten by 8th grade middle school girls. What now? Funny how Samsung just gave me Samsung to save.
Hundreds of Cheetos infused recipes online for dishes of all types. Hot wings and Jello shots that incorporate burgers and sandwiches that use Cheetos for a fun, cheesy texture change-up. If you can dream it, someone out there has probably tried it. We're talking Cheetos tacos, Cheetos pizza, Cheetos as a salad topping, Cheetos ice cream. And it's not just people messing around in their home kitchens either.
That actually doesn't sound that bad. Not gonna lie, spicy food with ice cream, not bad. You know, I've actually tried that technically because one time at a party they had hot Cheetos.
At least not anymore. Real professional chefs are getting in.
It was not bad.
In 2017, Cheetos launched a pop-up restaurant in New York City called the Spotted Cheetah. The menu, prepared by celebrity chef Anne Burrell, included dishes such as Cheetos meatballs, Cheetos mix-up crusted chicken Milanese, and Cheetos Sweetos crusted cheesecake. That pop-up restaurant was such a hit that Cheetos teamed up with chef Roy Choi the following year in Los Angeles for another pop-up called the Flamin' Hot Spot, which incorporated Flamin' Hot Cheetos into a variety of dishes. And just this year, Cheetos moved into the world of sushi, not as a temporary pop-up either. He Show Sushi now offers the Cheetos Flamin' Hot Roll on their menu at locations.
Excuse me,
Angeles for another pop-up called the Flamin' Hot Spot, which incorporated Flamin' Hot Cheetos into a variety of dishes. And just this year, Cheetos moved into the world of sushi. Now,
what is it? Sorry, I have to do this. People are eating Cheetos sushi. Let that sink in. Go on,
as a temporary pop-up either.
He Show
Sushi now offers the Cheetos Flamin' Hot Roll on their menu at locations across the
US.
I mean, it wasn't that long ago that I collabed with Rosanna Pansino on her cooking channel and tried a bunch of these Cheetos creations, and I gotta say, they're not bad. Heck, some of them would be even considered great, provided, you know, they weren't takeout and ordered hours before and sitting around because we were waiting to shoot the video. That video, by the way, is up in the upper right-hand corner of the screen right now. Go watch it. Rosanna and I, we're best buds. She's my sister from another mister. I love her so much. Ro, I miss you so much this year. Let's do something when it becomes safe to do something together again.
Oh yeah, they do.
Now, obviously, the vast majority of people still view Cheetos as a standalone snack food. But the fact is, Cheetos are only becoming more accepted as a cooking ingredient as time goes on. And if you think about it, Cheetos are really versatile as far as ingredients go. First, they come in a wide variety of flavors. So if your dish is sweet, savory, spicy, whatever, there is a Cheeto for the job. Second, Cheetos can be easily ground into crumbs, meaning they can be infused into dishes the same way any powdered ingredient could be. And then there's the texture. Cheetos can add an unexpected crunch to any dish it's added to. And finally,
I'm not gonna pause it. I'm just gonna.
The Cheeto can be added to pretty much any dish as a garnish.
I cook a lot. I like doing cooking. I'm a great chef. I know a lot of. I've been cooking for a long time. Actually, a pretty good chef.
No small task for a snack with a cartoon cheetah as its
good baker too. Should I start putting
plenty of other foods have
Cheetos on my sushi,
as it were, shedding their low-class status and becoming accepted as fine dining material. Lobsters and caviar, for instance,
maybe I'll just be a low-class person.
Only fit for prisoners. Today, of course, lobster is often the priciest item on the menu, and even mid-level caviars can set you back $75 for a single ounce. Nigiri sushi, truffles, oysters, all of them have enjoyed similar makeovers over the years. Now, just because these foods achieve culinary
truffles, those are expensive. You can sell those.
After all, the foods I just listed all
dogs can actually
than corn puffs.
So.
They were considered food when they began their journey to the top. Corn puffs weren't even regarded as food fit for livestock. They were literally industrial waste products. But here's something to help encourage the Cheeto as it trudges onward and upward. A food has managed to accomplish the leap from absolute waste product to top-tier luxury item. Technically, it's a drink, but still. I'm talking about rum. See, in the 17th century, the molasses left over from sugar production in the Caribbean was regarded as an industrial waste product. It was often just dumped into the ocean until someone figured out how to distill it down into liquor.
That wine, fancy wine,
top shelf rum will sell for hundreds of dollars per bottle. So take your Cheetos, the path from industrial waste to culinary appreciation does indeed exist.
I need to go back to
will the Cheeto be able to pull it off? Will it actually be able to shed its ignoble beginnings and pull off a Richard?
Hopefully, these can. Even though this year has been okay, I just want something else than drama, YouTube drama, and pull it to coals. Like COVID. I don't want to get political. I can't even talk about COVID because I don't want to get... Because you're not allowed to talk
of its own.
about COVID.
I'm sure not going to bet against the corn puff on this one. Not only are people working Cheetos into recipes more than ever before, but Cheetos has the benefit of having Frito-Lay and PepsiCo on board, helping push their product into the world
now
of
I
fine
want
dining
Cheetos
with pop-up
just to
restaurants
put on
and chef collaborations.
PepsiCo.
I mean, heck, if Tide Pods can make the leap from inedible laundry detergent into snack food for idiots, I see no reason why Cheetos can't go from cow food to snack food to fine dining. And I see no reason why you shouldn't be able to de-involve yourself from absolute noob to master in whatever skill you choose using our sponsor for today's episode, Skillshare. An online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious people just like yourself. And I know that you're that person because you clicked on industrial waste in search of the next billion-dollar snack food. Maybe consider one of Skillshare's classes on here as I explore trying to find some new passion that isn't, you know, video games, movies, and now food. I just want to be a lifetime learner.
Okay, well, you know, that's the end of the video. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Are you gonna have Cheetos in your food? Probably I'm gonna try it. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next video. Bye bye. Please subscribe. Yes. Oh, it almost died. Okay, that was